Elder of Box. It's great to see you. Thanks for joining me today. What is the intersection of customer experience with security programs like FedRAMP?
Well, first off, Francis, thanks for having me today. I appreciate being here. And I think we're both old enough to know that you don't have to go too far back in time to remember when you sort of this customer experience and was not something that government agencies focused on particularly. And in fact, I would argue in some ways it was something that the commercial side did and not something to focus on in government. And I really started to notice it. I was on the ground floor of starting up DIUX, if you're familiar, and I was a partner there later. And just sort of that how to get government agencies to adopt commercial technologies. And there was just there were certainly some pockets of agencies that were interested in doing that. But as we started to get through it, they started to see that these cloud-based technologies could not only offer the things like scale and flexibility and added security, but also the ability to sort of help either their employees inside the agencies or the citizens that they were serving with their job or with their life. And I think as that started to become more integrated and sort of synonymous with this customer experience is when you really started to see further adoption of that, and that things that were built, sort of legacy systems, just couldn't provide that. And I think when we look forward as the agencies that are farther along on their digital transformation journey are going to be able to leverage cloud technologies, the next things that are coming, whether that's the additional generative AI tools or things that will just allow them to take the information, the data, the content that's been automated and allow either users inside their agencies to do their job more effectively, or to provide a much better citizen experience. And that saves time, money, headaches, and everything in between.
Are the agencies themselves thinking about the customer user experience on elements like security, or are they saying to companies like yours, you guys do that and just deliver it to us with a bow wrapped around it?
Well, I would say the ones that we enjoy working with the most think of all of the above, right? Yeah. They are thinking of both, that it's not an either or, that it's a collaborative partnership in how you get to success there. Certainly, when you start, the best of commercial technologies adopted properly by government agencies is a partnership in the truest form about how it works, how things get upgraded, how it integrates with the rest of the stack. And when you start thinking of their job or our job, I think that's when you just see the slightest crack, which down the stream becomes a giant fissure, and that's where problems start.
Yeah. What does this look like, do you think, 3 years from now or 5 years from now? Because I think you're right, what you said at the beginning. This was not something that any number of years ago, and not long ago, the government didn't really care about in any sphere, let alone the cybersecurity sphere.
Yeah, I think some of the things are becoming normalized that you should be as a citizen, and I see it more at the state and local level where citizens have expectations of what they should be able to do and provide. And I think that because of the proliferation of products that do that, and the way FedRAMP has flowed down to state ramp to flow down to Texas ramp, it is helping both companies make that investment because they know it's sort of one standard that they're going for, not going to have to do 50 different ones. But also, so you get that security that you're looking for, and you have a citizenry that sort of expects that. And I think that demand signal will put pressure on sort of the last holdouts. But I think, this is one I actually think will percolate up from the local to state to federal, whereas the security standards tend to go from federal to state to local. And so I am very optimistic that this customer experience, both for employees and for citizens, I think we're going to see an acceleration of that being a focus, both on the development side in the commercial world and the adoption inside of government agencies.
Wynn, it's great to have you here. Thanks very much for your time today.
Thanks for having me, Francis. Appreciate it.